Tensions flared in Paris during a rally against violence targeting women, as rival groups clashed in a charged atmosphere that quickly overshadowed the march's original purpose. Police deployed a strong presence, forming protective lines and escorting members of the identitarian feminist group Collectif Nemesis to prevent direct confrontations. Footage from the scene showed demonstrators booing and jeering one another while waving French flags, chanting and holding placards. Some participants plastered signs on shop windows reading Nemesis Fascist, signaling the deep ideological divide shaping the day's events. Several feminist groups, including Outrage, Collectif Nemesis, and Association Éclat de Femmes, joined the demonstration. But unity collapsed when a Nemesis organizer alleged that foreign nationals are overrepresented in sexual violence cases, triggering immediate backlash.
The world had its say, but never ever listened to. And that's important to us, because we are a generation that has decided not to be silent. A generation that, unlike our parents, has decided not to settle down. Unlike our grandparents, who were either stifled with propaganda to explain that they were on the side of evil, or who simply decided to embrace self-righteousness by abandoning their daughter altogether. We've decided to do things differently, because we can't stand it any longer, because we can't stand seeing young girls, seeing little girls raped by occupiers, people who should never have been on our territory because we don't exist today, that French rapists get 4 years, sometimes with suspended sentences I've just heard about. We don't accept that.
Alice Cordier of Collectif Nemesis defended the claim, arguing that foreigners were disproportionately involved in predatory assaults in public spaces. She added that representing victims was central to their presence at the march, and cited figures alleging that 62% of sexual assaults on Paris public transport were committed by foreigners.
On the decision to allow the group to demonstrate following a ban. In the end, we were able to demonstrate, which is a good thing in a democracy. We represent many victims and families of victims, so it's important for us to be there. I would like to point out that in France, in Paris, 62% of sexual assaults on public transport are committed by foreigners. That's not insignificant. I think we have just as much right to demonstrate as other women who are highlighting domestic violence, for example.
Opposing demonstrators condemned the remarks, accusing Nemesis of hijacking the rally with divisive rhetoric. "It's sad to see this kind of protester," said Camilla, a participant, calling the police escort around Nemesis creepy and reflective of broader tensions in France. Despite police efforts to maintain order, the demonstration exposed growing fractures within feminist activism, where debates on violence, immigration, and security increasingly collide in public spaces. According to the European Institute for Gender Equality, women in France account for 85% of intimate partner violence victims, with 118 women killed by a partner in 2022. Grim reminders of the crisis that brought demonstrators to the streets.